Good afternoon, everyone. Being how it is 2 o'clock, I will call to order the May 21st Development Waiver Review Committee meeting. At this time, if everyone would turn off any audible devices, that would be greatly appreciated. My name is Ann Lippman. I'm the Community Development Director and the chairperson of this committee, and I will ask my fellow committee members to turn on their microphones and introduce themselves.
Jason Phillips, County Attorney.
Ray Wooten, Director of Water. George Jones, Director of Transportation.
Bruce Coyle, County Engineer.
Frank Baker, County Manager.
Thank you all. I'll start off with an announcement. The application 2024-03W, it was from Harmony Pastures LLC. John Payne, W.K. Dixon has been withdrawn, so we only have one agenda item today. First item on our agenda, though, is to review minutes from the February 20th, 2024 meeting. If everyone has had a chance to look at those, I will call for a motion.
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion to approve made by Mr. Baker and seconded by Mr. Jones. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? There are none. The minutes are approved unanimously. Our case today is case 2024-02-W, application by Valora Uribe requesting to waive development regulations section 1.7.3 CD to allow the construction of a fifth resident off an easement. Property is located in land lots 448, District 1, Section 3, north of Deer Run Path and west of Friendship Church Road. It is located in Post 2. I will note that staff has received several calls and emails inquiring about this case. Is the applicant present? Please come forward. Present your case. I know.
Yes, I'm just simply trying to build another house on our property, one that is accessible for a wheelchair. My husband's older, and I'm just trying to build a house on one level, a smaller house that I can take care of him in, is what I'm trying to do.
Okay. Does anybody on the committee have any questions for the applicant?
How are y'all planning on servicing water for the home?
We wanted to try and hook up to city water.
Okay.
I went to the water company and asked if we had access to water. They said we did.
It's at the road, but would have to bring it down from the road.
Well, I looked at the access easement. It is purely for egress. There's nothing in the easement itself that you access your property to have a utility within that easement. Are y'all going to get additional easements to bring the water up to your property?
Well, like I said, I tried to get information on. They told me I was on the easement, on the waterways.
Who did you speak with at the water department?
To one of the gentlemen, so a lady in the water place here on Highway 6, and she went into the back and asked about it, and she said, yeah, we were in the easement. I mean, we were on the waterways.
Okay, well, getting a meter versus extending service, that's one thing that we would need to look at, because she may have said that you have the ability to get a meter. The problem is getting from a meter on Friendship Road down to the property if there is not something that allows you to lay a utility.
About 5-6 years ago, they were offering us to sign in for the water meter, but we had a well, so we were not really looking to build another house or anything like that. So we didn't sign for it. Somebody, most of the people did around there. I don't know.
Okay, thank you.
I have question on your application. You had listed 1.89 acres. On your plat, you're showing 2.0 acres.
Yeah, we had originally asked for 2 acres, and there's a building there that he was trying to give the person that would buy our house now access to that, so he went less than 2 acres, but then we went back and he's got 2 acres now.
Usually we want 2 acres.
2 acres or more.
Outside the
Exactly.
plane. But was your application still says the one, I guess maybe you
No,
revised
this
it?
is revised.
It's revised.
Yeah, but on what you.
He told me I didn't need to change that. He told me it was okay.
What, we had some inquiry about that easement that serves your property from your adjacent, property owner, Mrs. Margaret Idwell. And she's concerned about maintenance on the easement. She doesn't use the easement, however, she has a driveway pipe. Or you have a driveway pipe, or the easement has a driveway pipe under it, and it appears plugged or crushed or not functioning, and it creates a puddle on her property. She does not use that easement driveway. She's got her own driveway, and she's concerned about lack of maintenance on that easement road. Do you share maintenance, gravel, work
All of
on
us
that
on the
road
easement
with your
share.
neighbor? And who owns that you're traveling through?
There used to be two owners besides us that we always share, with gravel and all that.
Yeah,
Now that houses behind us, they've been sold and
yeah, I understand it's an estate now.
Originally it was
The
Frank.
old guy.
That had the easement.
One of the, your neighbor, Ms. Tidwell, did not object to you getting another house. She just has concerns over maintenance on that easement road.
Right.
And so, if we do approve this request, I would stipulate that drainage issue be resolved, so, which would be your expense
Yeah,
and
our
your
advantage,
neighbors.
right.
But she has puddles and mosquitoes that create a soft spot on her property.
Well, I don't think it's lack of that much. It does create a puddle when it rains, but it drains away.
Could be needing
Probably
clean out,
clean it, yeah.
or something like that. Those were the concerns from, I assume you got a copy of this from your neighbor.
Yeah, I think that was the only question I had, Bruce. I think you kind of hit on it. Was there an active, for private easement subdivisions, this one seems a little curious. It doesn't seem to have a name, doesn't have a path name like some other ones do. And I think to address your neighbor's concern, just to make sure that the easement is being maintained and that, if we allow this other lot on there, that maybe it's a situation where this easement agreement it would need to be revised to include this new lot on there. So I think I would want to see, to make sure that it's properly maintained, and that might be reaching out to the other people who access that easement and updating that language. Are there any other questions?
If you are going to update that agreement, you need to work with them to have the ability, if this is where you want to put a service in, or you'll have to figure out how you're going to get the service from the street to your home if you don't put a well in.
Well, yes, we, Chris advised us not to do any expenses until, not to create any expense until this went out, so we're willing to do whatever we have to do to do that.
Any other questions? Okay, thank you. You can have a seat for a moment. At this time, this is a public hearing, and I will ask if there is anyone present wishing to speak on behalf of this application present. Is there anyone present who would like to speak in opposition or has questions or concern regarding the application? Doesn't look like there are. If not, I will close the public hearing portion, and I will ask if there are any additional questions or discussion from the board. If no more discussion, I will ask for a motion.
I motion we approve the application with the following stipulations. Minimum lot size to be 2 acres, a revised maintenance agreement on the lot, on the 50-foot access easement that's shown, be turned in with all parties signing to that agreement who own it. And all this needs to be prior to issuing a building permit, along with resolving the drainage issue. So I've got 2 acre minimum, maintenance agreement with all parties signing, and the drainage issue resolved prior to issuing a building permit. 3 things. That's my motion.
Have a motion, for a second?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion to approve with 3 stipulations made by Mr. Coyle, seconded by Mr. Jones. Do we have all those? Everybody need me to repeat the stipulations?
Can we repeat the stipulations?
Certainly.
Okay.
I have 3. Minimum lot size is 2 acres. A revised maintenance agreement signed by all parties must be submitted prior to issuance of a building permit, and resolve the drainage issue brought up by the neighbor, Ms. Tidwell.
Thank you.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Are there any questions? If not, I will call for a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? There are none. The motion is approved unanimously with 3 stipulations. That is our only agenda item today, so I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Have a motion from Mr. Wooten, seconded by Mr. Baker to adjourn. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned. Thank you.